Hello, my beautiful darlings, and welcome back to the Commonwealth. So, how are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing very well. So, before we head in first with this, I just want to, first and foremost, say thank you. Thank you all so very much. I truly and absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are the best. You really are. So, now let's fill my cup. I need some coffee. I need a lot of coffee. If you can't hear it, my voice is a bit prickly. And since I get lost in building, I need a timer. So we're gonna set one. We're gonna set one for 45. Up, off it goes. Alright? Sorry, bestie. It's gonna be a bit before I'm on Discord because we got a lot of work to do. A lot of work. Are you gonna let up now? Thank you. Much better. Well, last time we actually managed to do quite a bit. We really did. I know I shouldn't sound that surprised, but I am surprised, so... Lordy lordy. Let's use one of my favorites. That will do. That will do. And you know what? We got a peekaboo hole here. And no, Ranger, that is not gonna be a doggy door. Dog meat is well taken care of. Dog meat has more homes than me, so he's good. Boy, did that scare me. I thought for a second all of it is we're gonna discombobulate and be a dick. What if we kind of do that, right? Yeah. It's not perfect, but you know what, guys? If we do that, and then we look it, and then we give it a little bit of a TLC here. Bit of scooching, and then we unlock it. There we go. How's that? That, my friends, is not horrible. That way there is one corner that is not too drafty. But on the other hand, I kind of feel like they don't want it too confined either, because it's swampy, probably quite humid, I would imagine. Looks like that, right? And since this is gonna contain 2 peoples, we're gonna need 2 beds. And I want something a bit more scrappy. And also looks livable. So we're gonna make a tiny living situation here. And CBC has these. Well, they got multiple options for sofas that are beds. And since we are in CBC, let's get one of my favorite tables. we're just gonna stay in CVC for a tiny bit. I don't see any that I actually do want to utilize. This one is kind of cute, but not the vibes, peeps. Not the vibes. Okay. Out of CVC. Rainbows and shadows. Shadows and rainbows. Furniture. Chair. And I do want my favorite, so. Might need a tiny bit of a spin to help the NPCs a bit. That way it looks like they have a cozy sitting area here. And then we can make a small kitchenette there. And then add another bed here. And some storage, right? That's the plan anyways. For that, I actually want to improvise a bed. But we are going to need this, which is a bedroll, not a sleeping bag. It's a bedroll, so it's a bit more comfortable, I would think. Well, we could go with that, or what if straighten it up a bit, right? That way we got a nice little elevated situation. So since the heat rises up, it's better to sleep a tiny bit over the ground, right? And surface snap off. That way we can situate this baby right on top of here. Do we want to give them a mattress first and then the bedroll? Yeah. Yep. Hold that. And I also do want to see if we can't get some storage underneath our little shelving unit there. But I kind of feel like we need to go with the suitcases for that. Even though we do have this. It's a mid-century coffee table. And it's beautiful. That could kind of function. But you know what? It's the wasteland, so let's just go with the old reliable suitcases. That way you can sort of fill in this gap between the shelving unit and the floor, and we still have a tiny bit of a gap there, which is fine. No need to panic about that, because that means we can shove something else underneath there. Like a glorious toolbox. Yes. And since we don't have IKEA handy, we're gonna have to improvise. Right. How is that looking? I think that actually will do. Now, we are gonna get out of shadows and rainbows because I actually need a static mattress. Because it's not supposed to be usable since we got the bedroll that is usable. Am I making sense? I'm not sure. We're just gonna carry on. I don't like that one. Is that what we have on the static here in Kuro? Probably. Let's get this one. do you want it closer to the door or not? You know what? We're gonna have this closer to the door. Easier to get out of bed and get to work, so to speak. So if we do that, then we still have more area for storage and knickknacks. Now the next issue is gonna be the kitchenette, right? Since we're working with a limited area, so to speak, in this little hut. I know, that was a terrible dad joke. So, yeah, we really need to go back to Shadows and Rainbows again, because I want our nice little counters that are in here somewhere. Treasure hunting. That's what we're doing. We're treasure hunting, people. They are beauteous. Not gonna lie. But I want something with a bit of spunk. That could kind of work, couldn't it? That could most definitely work. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, but that could actually make sense. Let's just get that a tiny bit closer to here. Yes! We're gonna mix in a tiny bit of lube with something upcycled. Sounds better than, say, reused, right? Now we can go with this one from Creative Clutter, which is awesome and quite relatable for a lot of people. And then we need to find a spot for the fridge. And for that we got multiple options as well. And since we are in Creative Clutter, we're just gonna, you know, take a look-see under here, right? Almost forgetting my coffee. Shame. Containers. We could give them this, and even though it looks like shite, it really does. I love this fridge. I absolutely do. We could add that there. That would kind of work. But we also have this. Or we can keep it simple and just give them a cooler box. Or this one, which are also a favorite. But this one, they are not getting the ice machine though. They are so not getting the ice machine. And then we got the bit more nicer looking fridge with food in it. See, now we could add that up here, right? Put that next to the bed. Yeah, it says it requires 1 power. That's no problem. I'm not too concerned with that. Like so. That way they sort of still can get to the fridge. On a slight angle here. So they most definitely can get to the fridge. Right. We can do that. Or utilize that little corner for something else. Which do we like better? That's the problem now. It's not that far back because we don't want it poking through the wall. No. Okay. Yeah, we're keeping that one. They deserve a tiny bit of nice things. Absolutely. And speaking of nice things, we need a tiny, tiny, tiny itsy bitsy bit of power. Just a smidge. So, for that, we are gonna use my little friend here. Say hello to my little friend. Yeah, enough that jokes. Bad, Lady H. Bad. Now, what if we put that there? We're gonna lower it, but for now, that would do. That would do indeed. And take the bit more rusty one. Besides, they are gonna need a tiny bit of light in here anyways. See now? Virtue's happy. And we can string a bit of wiring around here. And to me it kind of makes sense they have their own little makeshift power supply. That way they can still help out with the oil rig, so they still can get enough oil for turrets for that thing. And yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. Just gonna plop you there. So, now they are all wired up. They got some food storage. They now got a cooking counter. We got sleeping area slash sitting area. They got storage. How about some lights? I think they kind of need some light. And I got this, which says not as bright AF. It does its job, and it's not bright AF. We'll put that over the kitchen, right? That makes sense. Sort of. Wall decorations. And we're going to the miscellaneous area. That one. And this one. what else? We need some clutter. Let's give them one of these over here for ambiance. Or just because it's cozy. Well, is there anything on the play settings that we want? This kind of works. Right. That will do. I see. Anything else in this section? Well, we could put a TV tray. There. And we got some nice dry food stacked. Let's just add that there. And some vegetables on the bottom shelf. There. That way it actually looks lived in without us having to do a whole lot of fiddle fuddling. Alright, cheers on that one. Yeah, let's make it a tiny bit cozy outside as well. One of those. And one singular chair. And it's not interfering with the howitzer. I'll call that good. Okay, next objective for today. This right here. We're gonna have to utilize something dark side. Oh, yeah. And our friend, Fallout Gamer, actually made a astute suggestion, which we also gonna do if we got time. If we got time, peoples. That is kind of intriguing. I know it says mono sidewall. I get that. Oh. That could work. Well, the doggo house is not gonna be big enough for anything. And before I get too spoiled, I'm just gonna place this. Mainly because I think it's fitting and also because I think it's funny. So let's put that there. Now for the rest of this, could do the creepy girl as a backdrop, but then we still need some more wood. Anything else useful? Yes and no. A whole lot of yes and somewhat no for this specifically. You know what? Let's have a bit of fun. Plastic retexture, yes. Greenhouse pieces. That is an option. Or are not poking through the creepy girl. Good. Because we do want to keep it somewhat light for this area, so we're just gonna place that one there. Let's get some wood. And since we are on a blue theme here, let's go with the slightly blue painted shenanigans, right? No, and the rain is coming. It's coming! Don't we have a half piece in here? Don't make a lie out of me. We should have a half piece. There we go. Oh, it's gonna behave once I get the roof on. Right. Let's put that there, and then we gonna get some metal. We need some metal too. Yeah. And a roof piece, come to think of it. They are gonna need a little something to go over their heads. I know not everybody is a big fan of retexturing, but I gotta say, Kitchenette, they did a good job. They really did. Even though they retextured it, it still looks nice and scrubbilicious. Just the way I like it. See, now, they say roof to floor, right? But essentially this is an upper floor. What we want is here. And we don't want anything too outrageous, right? So, if we stick to the theme and make that into a little nook out here, that would actually work. And we're staying with the blue. Or should we go? Hang on. I just wanna. What if we go with that one instead? Do we like that better? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We're so gonna keep those. A bit of pizzazz. And then there you go. Now, how is that? Yeah, I know if we're losing daylight, I'm gonna fix that in just a minute. That is not bad, my peeps. That is not bad. Well, once we get some daylight, it's probably gonna make a lot of sense. So I need to take that out a tiny bit further. Okay, no problemo. How are you? Are you situated okay? No. We're gonna need some scoochie scooing on that one too. Alright. Normally I would do those kind of things off screen, but I still think it's an important thing to show because everybody thinks about that when they're putting down furniture. I don't always think about that. That way, we keep that in mind. You know, when putting down furniture, stuff, shenanigans. And, make sure it's actually somewhat functional. Murkwater Construction site. Gloomy, rainy, swampy. Oh yeah, that is perfect. That is actually... And it looks like a tool shed. Alright, and we've got a nice little nook back there that we're gonna utilize. Health to the year. Alright. Sorry, dog meat. Sorry, Nikki. Come on up here. Alright. So. If we do that. And put you... Maybe we should actually... Hang on. Hold that. Now we're gonna play furniture shuffle for a tiny bit here. Wait, because the queen is not happy. What if we do... Since I don't really use the fridge anyways. Put that there. Would that be sufficient? Alright. Then we can scoot the sleeping couch a tiny bit. Yeah. Let's put that on a slight angle. A slight one. Yep. Okay. Then. Let's see if we can't make this work as well. Okay. Happy as a lark. Happy as a lark. Excuse me? Come on. Open up. There you go. Now, we need some crafting benches. For sure. I heard something. Sorry, guys. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't Nikki. And since we got brick out here, I don't feel too bad about not making sure it's a bit more fireproof. And a compact power armor bench. Let's give them a compact weapons working bench too, right? And then we actually am gonna put this way, because we still need to put in toolboxes and whatnot back here. But so far, so good. That is under decorations, and storage. Yes. Let's get one of these larger pieces. Well. Yeah, we are gonna go 5 more minutes. Then we are at 40. And then this area would actually be done. Yeah. They don't need that. We don't need the garden. Let's just finish adding a tiny bit of bits and bobs. And then we're getting there. Perfect. Let's put that close to the fire hazard. Yeah, some of us just want to watch the world burn. Not really. And there's the little scrap collection bin. Let's put that over here. And then we need a toolbox. Toolbox. Container. There we go. Let's put that one there. I always put that in my settlement's workspaces because it's handy dandy. Gives them more room to actually store things. And since we're getting oil, right? Where's my toolbox? There he is. There's the one. Yeah, I know it's gonna clip through. CVC's shenanigans back here. But honestly, I think that is a-okay. And then we're gonna add a small toolbox underneath here. Just checking to make sure there's nothing else. Well, we could. There we go. A bit more storage, never hurt anybody. And then, last but not least, lights. And don't worry, fellow gamer, I will see what I can do about the chicken coop. Haven't forgotten. Electrical stuff. Let's just go with that. And put that close to there. Right? And one there. I actually think that will do. Should we give them one on the outside here too. Yeah. Let's see. How badly did we do? Is it starting to look like a believable work area? Do I dare say yes? But I kind of want to switch that around quickly. I'm not quite pleased. How's that? Is that better? Is that more...
The detective's life isn't an easy one.
No, Nikki, it's not. Yeah, that's better. That is better. Now they got more or less everything they would need, plus a bit more. Well, I would say we actually managed to do awesomely. Yeah. I am not mad about this. Oh my god, this looks good. Let's just take it in. Should we go over to the school side before we sign off? Yes. Let's take the squirrely way over there. I already killed the ghouls that are here. On the outside. I didn't go inside because I didn't want to. That, my darlings, is actually not looking too shabby. Sorry, Nikki. That? Yeah, I'm gonna move that turret right there later, but... And we might wanna add in one more jump fence going diagonally here. But besides that, I honestly say we are ready for a tour soon. Very soon. I am so not mad at this. Yes. Is Scrappy?
Hey, at least it's honest work.
Oh, yes, indeed. Is Scrappy? Is functional. We utilize the area, and it actually looks like a believable wastelandy city now. With multiple jobs for people to earn a honest cap, besides raiding the raiders. But yeah! Alright, darlings, that is all for today. I will see you all in the next one. And if you haven't already, before we sign totally off, go check out Easy Fallout Billboard Challenge. There is multiple people who have already made some awesome builds regarding Easy's request. And I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. Yeah. That is all. Bye now. Let's do a save before I sign totally off. Plus I gotta find the right button too.